So I'm recording this because I don't feel like streaming every single bit of my stuff, so that means I can more easily pause and spend time with Goral. So this is my recording. This is Endwalker Part 4. Just for posterity's sake, having my reactions. Must confront those lost souls, yes, but you need not expel them by might of arms. Feather touch, a firm word, simple methods may send them away, faint echoes as they are. Where the strength of sentiment that drives them, however, emotions that do not fade even the passage of centuries. And make haste, though yet distant, unwelcome guests draw closer. Yeah, Dargan is also here, but he is a cutscene skipper, if I remember correctly, so he's not gonna pay attention to the story. Where, when, how long? Okay, bye. So yeah, last we left off, Zodiark is kinda in this moon that Heidelin created, apparently. And I guess Mare Lamentorum was built by her to house them. And these are the spirits of those souls sacrificed to summon Zodiark in the first place. Nurture it, help it grow with our will, our creations. What are these guys called? Armalcolite. Interesting. We were the stars' beating heart, its life, every soul a drop of blood flowing through its veins. To live, to learn, to create, to make better. The star flourished, as did we. Do you remember? As the whispers die, the final spirit fades, no shadows of times long lost remain around the drowning brand. Space dog? Is Heidelin a dog now? What the fuck? An unusually lustrous dog is gazing at you with what seems to be fond anticipation. It appears to be waiting for you to follow it. Okay. Hello, lustrous dog. Try not to fall behind. Will do. If I wasn't being led by a dog, I would go and do that fate, but doggo wants me to follow it. Going down? Here we are. Well, I guess this is the way to get across, maybe. Maybe not. A lot more greenery on the moon than expected. temperamental spirit. The dog silently regards the spirit that lurks near the brand. We in the star were fulfilled, wanted for naught, mourned for naught. So why did it have to end? Oops. I did too many holy circles. Oh well. Whatever, who cares if I get silenced? The final days taught us to fear a death forced upon us. The injustice of duties and dreams left unfulfilled, the grief of unexpected partings. Swift as darkness, cold as ash. Such tragedy, yet no catharsis. Such truth, yet no consolation. Buggies. I assume we're going around to all the brands. Oh, it's the Lunatender. Oh, it really is a moon cactuar. Hey, look, there's Dargan. Maybe he isn't skipping cutscenes. I don't know. Maybe he's just skimming. Or maybe he's just skipping like non-voice cutscenes or something. I don't know. Our perfection came crumbling down, such overwhelming despair. In that moment we knew the end was nigh. Faintest glimmer of hope remained. We gave our lives that others may live. We gave ourselves to Zodiark. Zodiark, our Lord and Savior. To forge our world anew. To live and love again. become one with the star. Fill earth and heaven with life, birth paradise where fear is a distant memory. Pardon me, but would you be so kind as to step aside? Is it our boy Hythlodius or Hythlodeus? Or maybe Emmett? Ah, that unmistakable color, the soul of Azim. But not the friend I knew, I think. Nevertheless, you are you. I think this is Hythlodaeus. So Emmett Selk meant for you to have it. You seem surprised. Why might that be? Yeah. We meet again, Hythlodaeus. Again? I do not believe I have yet had the pleasure. Yeah, because the other one was like a recreated memory or something. This is the real deal, I assume. Emmett Silk created a shade in my likeness, and not only me, but all of Emerald? How very like him. A slave to sentiment, even after an eternity. As you may have guessed, I am different from the shade you met before. No mere approximation, but the original. A soul sacrificed to Zodiark. We remember in vivid detail the events leading to our purgatory. The plans and plots for our resurrection, Heidel's intervention, and Zodiark's and the stars' final fate. And then we drifted in a waking dream, our minds steeped in fog, until you came. I know not what you and your friends intend for Zodiark or the future of the star. Nevertheless, in you I place my trust and faith. In you I choose to believe, as Emmett Selk did. Oh, we got Hythlodaeus, and he confirms that Emmett believes in us. Oh, I feel. I love. The Asians are like so tragic, and I love them. Believe in yourself, and all will be well. More new arrivals, though. Ah, Fandaniel. That color I know. And another I do not. An unfamiliar but fearsome being. I have kept you from your duty. By way of apology, I will ensure that the shades hinder you no more. Protect the final brand. Thank you. Fare you well, my new old friend. Later, Hythlodaeus. I love you. Something has raised the lustrous dog's hackles. The dog growls, agitated. I want to say both of these. We're gonna say we must protect the brand. Come on, boy. How do we know this is a boy? Get the feeling it wants you to hop on? Yo. I wonder if this is the mount for oh my god. This is definitely the mount from Hans, huh? I really want it, but I don't want to do hunts. Hey look, there's a hunt mark.
In the nick of time to savor the crowning triumph. Unbound and free at last. Arise, Zodiac!
Wait, so just one hit on that thing was enough to break it? Bruh. Is it gonna come crawling out of that hole or something?
Deprived of heart and will by the loss of dearest Elidibus. A creature of pure instinct, wanting for guidance. But powerful, oh so powerful, more so with every passing moment. Such potential, even in this incomplete state. Still the savior who delivered a world from certain doom.
So, here we stand. You know my intent. Consume the god, then the world. Stoke your fury to a raging inferno, and dance among the ashes. Or perhaps you would face me here and now, A lesser but welcome amusement. Yes, a taste to whet the appetite.
Sorry to spoil the moment, but might I ask that you postpone the slaughter until I've said my piece? I promise I will be brief.
Yeah, Van Daniel.
Do you remember when I told you that I wanted to die and take everyone with me? I meant it.
Yeah, I figured. The Savior. We are the guardian, the keeper of natural order. We are the martyr, the bestower of new beginnings. We are.
Such lofty aspirations! And what sweet irony that the world's saviors will become the agents of its destruction!
It cannot end this way. We must return and be made whole. We are the will of the storm, now and forever. For the greater good, for the sake of the world.
Wrong! Lies and delusion! The dead have no power over me. You will be silent. Silent as the grave!
And Daniel wasn't even doing this for the Ascians, he's just doing it to fucking kill everybody. The star must endure. He just wiped away all the ancients.
Believe
I
and
knew it.
walk in faith. Let the light of your soul shine for all to see.
Whoa.
Not quite the outcome you'd imagined, but a fitting one nonetheless.
Is this supposed to be like Emmett pre?
Don't you think so, Hades?
Wow. Must be trial time.
All I crave
Hello, Zodiac.
boundless power, mine to command.
I assume it's Zodiac controlled by Fandaniel or Aemon.
I had intended to pit my fractured divinity against Xenos, but a more tempting option presents itself. The greatest obstacle to my ambition. You will trouble me no longer.
The dark inside now accessible. Checking to see if anybody wants in for trial. Fucking love this song, though. See how long it takes to find 2 sages. Stuff for the platform, I presume. Alright, we're back. Finally, Cube finally popped. Eternal Darkness, Zodiac. We've got From, Bagel, Rex, and Benalia. Oh, is that a samurai for IDPs? We have 3 melee and a red mage, I think? Yep. 2 red mages, interesting.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, I see.
The marvels of circus were but playthings.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, is that a knockback? A trust? Oh, it's a cone. From? Why were you still stood there, my guy? Oh, and then that's a square? Question mark? I see. Okay.
Malice, become flesh.
A behemoth. Now a snack. Okay, so Phlegethon is Confeteers and
Will you live to see the end?
that looks horrific. Oh, is that just a new marker for like Aquamons? Okay, so those circles followed by a square on that side. So save some of over here. I'm understanding and seeing the code.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete.
Mine, all
Control.
mine.
Oh no. Yeah, figured.
At last, I am become Zoya.
Huh. Paradema is the behemoth slash snake thing.
The natural order
Astral
overturned.
flow? I have no idea what this is doing.
All in existence, bent to my will.
Oh, that's funny.
My life's work, my masterpiece.
Adikia. Oh, hello. Triple esoteric ray. So I assume just be in the middle and then go out. Oh. Interesting.
How I've waited
it bigger
for
than
this
it looked?
day.
I'm just following. Yep. Okay. I barely made it. Oh, I knew that was gonna send him off too. Oh god. This is fucking weird. Okay.
All in existence, bent to my
Oh
will.
my god. I don't understand how this works. And now I'm dead. Because both are healers.
The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated. From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall burn.
Fuck. Yeah. And then I see. And then that's sinking corn.
Will you live to see the end?
Oh, corn. Benediction, the Dark Knight. Oh, they did. Okay. So if it's doing
All
this
in
way, does it
existence,
then?
bent to my will.
Oh, okay. So it moves the. Okay. Oh no.
Will you live to see the end?
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Good thing Risk got last for 30 seconds.
I have no need for restraint. All in existence, bent to my will. Will you live to see the end?
That range is bigger than it.
Will you live to see the end?
From now. So this will be the front now. Oh my god, I don't know how this works. It breaks my brain.
All in existence, bent to my will! Will you live to see the end?
Is this the limit of your power? Is this how it ends?
Neat. I don't know, that person. Damn, Zodiac weak. Preparations are complete, and I stand ready to see Zodiac once more. Withdrawn now from this place, the teleporter will deliver you to safety.
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match. Once again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins. And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my victory. From the first, all I wanted was for you to kill Zodiac. 'Twas but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. 'Twould have been the same had Xenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself? My sole regret is that you lived to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire. Let your murder mark the beginning of the end. The coming of the final days!
Huh.
quickly strength fades, and blood cools. Old familiar sensations. So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes and slip into the dreamless slumber. A tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wake. But not this time.
It's
Nothing
aiming.
left unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee. The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see. A final chance, then, for Heidelin and her faithful. In Cataclysm, prove me wrong. I sneer. All shall return to nothingness. As was your will, Emperor Sunday. I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
Yep. I was about to say, doesn't that mean since Zodiark is dead, that means Heidelin is at full power? And Heidelin's gonna be the true final boss. There's Xenos. We gonna take up arms with Xenos to defeat Hydaelyn? Probably not, but it'd be neat.
No. I'll find no fulfillment in a contest with you this day. Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me. I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage. For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
Hope will win the day.
We shall see.
Like, Xenos isn't really the like wasn't really the villain anyways. Like, he was just going along with what Fandaniel was saying. Sense his presence on the moon no longer. If you need not follow, then I beg you stay and listen to what I have to tell you. Of Zodiark and the end of all things. Rise up through the night. Alright, we're just queuing for Dargan again. I figured I'd help him since he seemed to log out and then log back in after we finished our trial. Because he was at more or less the same spot as me and Bagel, so... Just gonna pause the recording and start it back up whenever we get in again. Alright. Queue popped. Let's get it again. Let's see if we can wrap our head around these fucking... this fucking shit.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful. The marvels of
That does
circus were but playthings.
I guess Dargan's being taken. I'll let him maintain. Since I maintained on my first one.
Malice, become flesh! Will you live to see the end?
No, I'm not even in the stack. I'm an idiot.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine! At last, I am become Zodiac! The natural order overturned!
existence, bent to my will!
I still don't. Okay, yeah. I still can't wrap my head around how that works. It breaks my fucking brain.
Waited for this day.
Okay, so then there'll be. So right here should be fine, right?
All in existence, bent to my will.
Okay. I think I might have a grasp on how this works. I need to just I don't need to pay I need to pay attention to how like how they're positioned.
From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall burn.
And then we can go to the middle and then corners.
Will you live to see the end?
Huh.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful. The marvels of circus were but playthings.
I wonder if it's ever not triangle first and then like I feel like it's the same thing as first and all that. Turn on take states now. Get up to second.
Malice, become flesh!
I fucking love this song. It's a bop.
Will you live to see the end? zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
Let me get the last. Okay, we got it.
At last, I am become Zodiac! The natural order overturned!
So then we need, yeah. What? I feel like
All in
that's.
existence, bent to my will!
Oh, right, because I forget.
My life's work! My masterpiece!
I forgot that I don't move as well. It's just the
How I've waited for this day! All in existence, bent to my will!
Wow, I was just on the fucking edge of it. I'm annoyed.
The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated! From broken skies fall tears of flame! All shall burn!
And then we just move to a corner.
Will you live to see the end?
Wanna be up front. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are doing.
All in existence, bent to my will!
Okay. I think I now have the grasp on.
Will you live to see the end? I have no need for restraint.
Okay, so blue, I see. Blue is triangle, red is... Okay, so you can still max melee. Triangle isn't super unforgiving.
All in existence, bent to my will!
So it's just over here.
Will you live to see the end?
Oh no. So there'll be... Oh god damn it. I think this is fine. Oh, I kind of wanted to see if that was right or not. Yes, I am gonna sit here and see if I get commended by the people who are viewing the cutscene. No commends, Sag. Alright. Dargan skipped the cutscene. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounds is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communions with Heidelin have grown infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know these are your comrades. As luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. Guess I should have kept that TP, huh? Bagel knew more than me. I wasn't sure if there was gonna be a cutscene if I accepted that, so I didn't. I assume Heidelin is locked up in the Ethereal Sea. Hello, friends. Ryanje, may we presume this being is a native of the moon? Dare I ask what happened before we arrived? Pillar? Wait, what? Pillar of industry. Interesting. Meh. What about the shield? It just looks like the augmented Cripplurker garbage. No thanks. Alright. So it's just Uriange Thinker and Nishtola? Thank goodness you're unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the Tempered before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent's healers had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Kryl hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, but she will recover in due course. As for Alvanel and Alize, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Hydaelyn bade you seek out? He's not unlike the shades of Amarant. Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Hydaelyn. Together with this place, it has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark. Or rather, it was my duty. Then Zodiark is no more? And not without consequence, I am afraid, for now the delicate weave of the star, preserved by his presence, will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Are you alright? My attempts to forestall Zodiark's release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I will share with you all I can. Please do. You need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means, if you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floor? I shall leave that to you, Pastel, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on these lower levels. Well, he may have been in an incomplete state. That's nevertheless an impressive feat, but even if you hadn't, his demise was inevitable. Fandaniel would have seen to it one way or another. That said, he probably would have wielded Zodiark's power to wreak untold destruction before taking his own life, making this the better of two unfavorable outcomes. You know, that's a fair point, Thancred. Dost thou suppose our host hath maintained his solitary vigil since the very beginning, without rest or relief? If so, these records comprise the sum total of his existence. We must needs handle them with care. I guess Ishtola was probably somewhere down there. Oh well. Dimly glowing crystal. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiark flows through your mind. No abnormalities detected. Long, lonely vigil on the moon dating back to the beginning of Zodiark's imprisonment. Past calamities flows through your mind. With each rejoining, Zodiark's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiark's imprisonment appears to tax Hydaelyn greatly. Knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiark broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Loporites, though it's not clear who or what they are. Records note the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiac from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiac so long as he remains imprisoned. Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Hydaelyn. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Hydaelyn's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world, Etheirys. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
Convocation struck up a method to predict where next the corruption would manifest. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. The currents which course through the land and seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of a celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of ether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Till we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so, rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac herself and the star into lesser reflections, that she might confine him in this place. I could have sworn she beseeched me to banish the darkness, then what she told me in the ethereal sea was false? That the two once dwelled as one until Zodiac grew hungry for power, upsetting the balance twixt them? Not quite a lie, though a rather gross embellishment. But knowing what you know now, you must surely realize why she might opt to obfuscate and mislead. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Zodiac was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half Etheirys' population. Thus was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brand's taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen, offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Etheirys and her history. Like Zodiark, Heidelin's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in a prison of the past.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Heidelin is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that.
Yeah, but Minfilia
Which
was
brings me to a
dumb.
rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. If the source is destroyed, I assume the rest are. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share in its fate. Yeah. Ah, it is ready. What's it? This way, if you would be so kind. A beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
My thoughts exactly, Ishtola. Heidelin knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiark and is faithful at bay. She feared the worst and so made preparations in the event of his demise. There would be a contingency. This moon is more than a prison. It is a vessel capable of bearing the people of Aetheris to safe harbor. Oh. You need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. And fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the Dark. So the moon is also a spaceship. Is that level 85? Pog. Maybe true, but others will struggle to believe it. I can scarcely believe it myself. Should very much like to hear more of this extraordinary story. The moon is a ship? Well, now I've heard everything. Same, Thancred. Ready to fulfill his final duty. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiark was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed. However, let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. As Hydaelyn created me as the jailer, so too did she create Argos as the guard. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange. Mayhap the imbalancing of ether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand, and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before, and you will find your way. If he labors in service to Hydaelyn's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall I make for this crushing brand, then? Marble time. Whee! Yeah, let's cross that thing. Little bridge boy. What do I unlock next? I get expiation. So spirits within becomes that. $50 potency increase and it's AoE. Not bad. Man, it'll be nice to have flying here, because this is fucking annoying. Oh yeah, Big Daddy Tater Sloth. Can I just jump up this? That's bullshit. Are you serious? Bruh. You know what? I won't participate in this. Forlorn Maiden. Alright. Little preparation might possibly traverse the gap on foot. Then again, it would be a long, long way down if one would slip. Perhaps another time. So close and yet so far. Does not the harsh terrain remind you of somewhere we've been before? The Dravanian Forelands, aye. A place that rejects the intrusion of outsiders, where solitude reigns supreme. At the very least, it sounds suitable for Zodiac's prison. Naught could prepare me for the boundless beauty of Aetheris, shining, shimmering amidst a sea of stars. A blue sapphire, and but one of countless other jewels brimming with life, no doubt. The place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophos. See, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside the cavern. Follow me. Okie dokie. Why does it... I keep getting fucking Whisper on Mount Roulette, and it's so dumb. I'll help you. There you go, bud. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar spongoy draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help the spongoy along? Yeah, you're a good boy. Argos manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. Most fascinating creation of Heidelin's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, he's even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you, it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. As for your companions... Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Then let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. I kind of hope we just get Argos as a mount. Like, we don't have to actually do anything. Because it seems like he wants to be with us, you know? It'll make it less special, but like, meh. He's cute. I want to talk to Argos. Favors you with what could almost be described as a conspiratorial grin. Dalmud has long been described as the loyal hound of Menfina due to its relation to the greater moon. It seems highly improbable, if not impossible, for ancient peoples to have known of Argos, but now I wonder whether there is some connection. To whom wouldst Hydaelyn entrust the command of so grand a vessel, I wonder? I was expecting something a little more intimidating and less man's best friend. Your destination is the structure there across the cradle of darkness. But climb onto Argos' back and you will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiark's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, while Thancred and Urianger wait here. Yep, let's go. Onward. Look at us. A malefic ether yet permeates from the crater. Remnants of Zodiark, most like. I don't know what that shit is. It's like fungus. Fungus among us. Oh. I assume maybe we'll get to attune to that. This structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Emiratine. Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh? Most intriguing. A means by which he conserveth energy, mayhap? Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. Thank you, Argos. We'll take things from here. If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. Hi, Argos. No. Tell me that's the Aetheryte. This big. This very big. Oh no, the Aetheryte's down there, damn. Its scale is reminiscent of Amaranth, or rather the replica we visited on the first. Truly a marvel beyond description. I just saw a fucking car driving down there. That was funny. Why do I feel like it's just gonna be goblins? Gobbies.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
It's gonna be something like comedy relief. Oh, it's the little moon bunnies, right? Yeah. I see. Uh-huh. I hope we get that as an emote from this beast tribe.
Look lively, everyone. I know. This 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance. For Zodiac, alas, is no more.
For Zodiac, alas, is no more.
As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose: to bear the people of Etheirys to safety. Our time is come, my friends.
Aw, they're adorable. Squeeze, 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 squeeze.
We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive. I expect your workstations to be immaculate, and don't forget to relay our signal to Etheirys. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Yes, no, maybe so. No, then hop to it.
Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Anchor's dumbfounded expression suggests he is still struggling to comprehend the spectacle he's just witnessed. They must be the Loporits mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on then, let us be about it. YOLO! Hi, Urianje. All appear to have set about their task. Whether is their leader, I wonder. Who knows? Well, for now... we attune, hopefully. Yeah. No, it's hard to believe it could have so many crew members. Even so, there's nothing else here to suggest other types of accommodation. Hum, hum, hum. The leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Etheirys, and that's a promise. Singing Way, fighting Way. Where's Hemingway? Lamau. Dancing Way. Bro, Mount Roulette is failing me. I'm just gonna ride my Amaro. Hello, Gemstone Trader. Guiding Way, Weaving Way, Dozing. Mwem, 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 Leader? No. Sleeping way. My job is perhaps I'd better ask. Bro. Your job is to fucking sleep? I think red. I only saw them from a distance, but their fur was brown, if that helps at all. Uh-huh. Nothing way. I want to see what the fuck this person has to say. We're all going to die someday, so what if it happens a little sooner? Oh my god. Well, what? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. I wanted to do hum hum hum, but take me to your leader is too good. Look no further. I am the one you seek. Well, well. Looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it. Is this all of them? A group comprised entirely of children? What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter, you needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gawping. I must take you to meet the others. If you could run along back toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center if you should find yourselves lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. Composition density of the sphere is quite similar to the crystalline concepts we've seen before. It likely shares their capacity for storing memories and knowledge. And their size, getting from one end of the place to the other must be exhausting. Honestly, don't know how they do it. It is astounding how the Loperites, despite their diminutive stature, are able to maintain such gargantuan facilities. How about you, mapping way? Visitors at last, welcome. Is this one's name Leading Way or something?
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. My
Living way.
way, and we are the Lotharics, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Aetheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Living Way's the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Aetheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents said to you little ones, on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Aetheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Aetheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
My god.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Aetheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Aetheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings.
Oh.
And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel, masquerading as a moon, are products of their knowledge and know-how.
So,
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye.
Hydaelyn was Venom?
Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We're just gonna...
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges?
Oh.
You're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders
Is
were
that what
responsible for the
Charlian were...
deliveries?
what old Charlian in the forum were sending?
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say. Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Little baby carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Oh my god. Figured there'd be comedic relief.
Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Okay. Purple carrot juice. The final day's fast approaching. Living Way is keen to complete her preparations. Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. Won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there's anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste, and address it we shall. Here at Bestway's Burrow, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. Ahem. We have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with your foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium and we'll see about filling your bellies. She's not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Aetheris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Loperids in this vessel. Is that like a gigantic door? Wow, it really is. Gay crystal! It's like from the empty. There's a bunch of them. Well, this place is dope as fuck. And then, of course, there's enemies. Why? Why do we have to fight our way through? To the Caratorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way. Pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. Learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received, why I practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. Must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite finished. Hop along the platforms here and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. Blasting way. A rainbow colored assortment of carrots. I'm gonna take the peculiar looking blue carrot. Strangely supple to the touch and smells vaguely of mint. Its excessive length and girth only adds to the dubiousness of this so-called carrot. Yep, let's do it. We're eating the... Second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it is safe to eat first. Oh. even Viera like to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot, that or be offended by all those who assumed that they would. Ah yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please, dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. You are taken by surprise when blue juices burst forth from the carrot and dribble down your chin. As you take your second bite, you can feel your mental faculties sharpening. Your mind opens to the universe, and for a brief moment, the mysteries of existence are simple, transformative truths. But the revelation is fleeting. When you at last finish the carrot, a sweet yet sour aftertaste lingers on your tongue, and the number 42 in your mind. Oh my god, what a fucking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference. What? I have 30 seconds of sharpened mind. Like anything you've ever tasted, yes? Philosopher's Carrot improves mental fortitude, something of a shock at first bite, but it's well worth the enhanced powers of cognition. Plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. Carrot for every occasion. I can certainly see demand for this in Charlian. What in blazes is that? Take it you too had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and naught else. If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Aetheris? Surely you're aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are, but well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss where to begin. So we decided rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. It's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways, but our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? Rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue, you know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given task and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Aetheris as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Till such day, when I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. Okay, I think it's time for me to take a... Actually, let's accept this quest. I think it's time for me to stop for now, take like a 2-hour nap, get back to it. 2-hour nap just so I can log on before queues get fucked. I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way. God damn it. I was hoping it would go the other direction. Yeah. We're gonna go back to Bestway's Burrow, because I don't think it's a sanctuary here, considering there's enemies around. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm in a sanctuary now. You know what? Actually, let's go back here. I want to do this. Oh yeah, I should summon my Chocobo. I just wanted to do this fate so I could get rid of my twist of fate. I didn't realize they increased fight or flight to 25 seconds. That's good to know. Okay. Head empty, only thoughts. Alright. Fast travel back there. And then future me, and if I upload this to YouTube just unlisted and for random people to watch, I'll see you in the next one, I guess. This was part 4 of my Endwalker playthrough. Just parts being whenever I log in and do story, and every time I take a break, we go to the next part after my break. So, okay. Yep. I'll be back after nap.